Alright, so I was not necessarily going to pull off a video right now, but Michelle is encouraging me to do one because of what I was talking about. I was telling her about my pee this morning. And I was bemoaning the fact that I need to make this video and I need to put out that I basically totally crashed out my fasting plan because I had family come into town and I knew I was going to have to deal with eating, and so I decided, like, you know what, I'm going to just start eating again. And so for 3 days I did the lemonade fast drink during the day, but then I ate in the evening or in the afternoon when the kids had snack. Like the second and third day I just ate in the afternoon. I didn't really eat dinner, but then I snacked on the second day in the evening. And anyway, today I just ate. I got up in the morning and I had hummus and pita bread, and then I had some baba ganoush, some dolmas, caffeinated tea. Then in the afternoon I was with my mom and my kids, and I went and I had Thai food, and I had pad Thai, and I had a fried vegetable dumpling, and I had a steamed chive dumpling, and I had some of my kids' pad Thai, and I had what else? And I had drunken noodle with tofu and spices, and all of this was quite good. And this is the beauty of this. The good side of this is that this is all on top of my new baseline, which is to say, there's no meat, there's no eggs, there's no fish, there's no cheese, there's none of that. Oh, but I left out that 2 nights ago I had eggplant and tomato sauce on a hero. So I think I'm cheating a little on the bread department, vegan-wise, I mean. Anyway, then today I continued, and I came home, but I ate like 2 bags of grapes, dark grapes, nice organic dark grapes in the last day. So it's just like the food is going in. And then my mom wanted to get a pie, so she got this cherry pie. So I ate cherry pie. And then I had a decaf coffee, which is my first, even though it's a decaf, it's like, it was a coffee. My mom's like, oh, but you've had coffee. I'm like, yeah, I had a half decaf, half regular on Father's Day. So in 5 months, there have been a couple little exceptions, and this was one of them. And I'm just kind of like dumping this stuff in, and it is feeling like I'm dumping in a bit because I'd kind of emptied myself out with 3 days of not really eating a lot of food and just drinking the lemonade drink. And before that I was drinking watermelon juice for 2-3 straight weeks, and so I didn't have a lot of volume in my body. And you know how, I don't know if you know from fasting, I've learned from fasting, it's like less and less goes in, it keeps coming out, and then it kind of thins out until you're just like I was just having very little pooping, and now I'm like, the total volume going in isn't comparing to what's coming out, so it's just kind of filling up inside again. I think that it's almost like there's a certain amount that stays in the system. I'm sure Dan McDonald knows all about this, about how he likes to run it. He likes to burn real clean, So I'm not really bumming about it. I'm not too disappointed or anything. Tomorrow night I'm going to go and eat Ethiopian food with my family and have a big dinner. Then everybody's going to go home, and I'm going to be back in my routine, and I'm going to settle into returning to my fast again. In the meanwhile, what prompted this little video now was the idea that I woke up this morning and I had to pee. And I was still very groggy. I was really kind of groggy, and I went back to bed. But when I peed, it was the most wretched, smelly, stinky smell from my pee. I'd never smelled anything like this from my pee, except maybe recently, in the last couple days, I might have had a hint of this. Now Michelle says to me, Well, was it the smell you used to have with your pee? I used to have like more of a issue with all my coffee and all my eating that was a constant kind of bladder issue that I had that was, I think, more like a yeast problem, frankly. So my pee had this odor to it that was like Cheerios, like a yeasty wheat thing. That's not what this is. This is stinky, nasty, smelly smell. I don't know what it is. My pee was a little dark, but I didn't really like do a Dr. Morse thing and pee in the jar and like look at it, and I really should have. Because really what's been driving me of late to do this fast is more the Dr. Morse concept of trying to get my kidneys filtering. I want to see sediment in my urine, and I was planning on observing that. So tomorrow morning maybe I'm going to try to pee in a jar and look at it, let it sit for a little bit, see if anything's coming. I definitely did observe a couple of days ago a little bit of like white, fluffy flaking, a little bit in my stool, which is lymph dump, some lymph junk. But it's in the urine that I want to explore this time because I didn't realize that in the past, that the urine has a lot of sediment in it if it's working. And I want to get the kidneys functioning better so that when I'm just on my normal new diet of pumping in fruits and vegetables, juicing in fruits and vegetables, it's going to be a lot more hardcore. Meaning it's going to be, my kidneys filtering will allow then my other systems to dump into my I don't even understand exactly where, but into my system, so that the kidneys can process that metabolic waste. And that is the sense I got, like the energy that I got in the last couple of days is like there's something that was coming out of me that's ancient. Something was coming out of me that was nasty and old and been in there for a long time kind of energy. That's it for now.